Right there. Perfect. All right. All right. This is not working. Trying something different. That ain't gonna work. Nah. What to do, what to do. Use it like a punch. What do y'all recommend? At the end of the game? Kinda looks like it. It got small and tough. Cracked it, but well, hinging too much. If I'm not going to be able to have enough power. Alright, so now we're going to get crazy. Since I'm already going down a weird road, what I'm going to try and do, this is kind of like I'm pretending as if I were like, well, what's that? Well, it's copper. You're like, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to attempt to punch with it. And you're like, what? Are you out of your mind? Yeah. But I'm also going to cheat and abrade. And you say, well, why is that? Why are you cheating and abrading? Well, the punch is more fast delivery of the power than non-punching, so if I don't abrade, I'm pretty certain it'll fail. And divoted on me. These are all divoting. Why is that? Too fast on the power? We'll try wood. You know, the answer is I'm not positive, but we're going to find out. Nope, that divoted bad. What am I doing? Hope for the best here. How much of that was because of the angle? I'm just about to have this thing so stepped up and fat and messed up that it's not recoverable. So, time to punt. Because no point in ruining this rock. What time is it? 8. And we're fine. No point in ruining this rock just to make a video. There's still a point in it. I believe I can get it out. Okay, here's the challenges. Real serious thickness here, a couple of little hinges there. Big hinge there, big hinge there, hinge there. Other than that and all the thickness in it, which is substantial, it's lovely. So you're like, well, what are you going to do? Well, I need to attempt to do a little bit with indirect, and the reason for that is the thickness You know, it would be better to be attacking everything with pressure, but the thickness is an issue. And I'm not enough of a monster to pressure off all this thickness all that fast. So, gotta figure out where I can put some power into this thing from without making the problems worse. Dang it. That's one thing cool about the raw material. I don't worry a lot about dropping it. Cut off the front end of this hinge, maybe. Oh yeah, got a lot of it. Wonder if I can get this. That's real iffy. I'm gonna leave that for a minute. Let's get some of this other crap off. Fluted it and cut off part of a problem area at the same time. But when you do this, it's fluted again right down to there. First flute was here, this kind of overrode it and ran down to there. See that? You have to watch it where you set your platforms on the end when you're doing that kind of stuff. If your platform isn't low enough where you can shoot that flake sort of straight in, then you end up, if your platform is too close to the center line, you sort of automatically, without being able to prevent it, put bending forces on it, and it'll cut it in half a lot of time just because of putting the platform too high. And I don't really know anything much that can be done about it, because like I say, when you hit that thing, it's a lot of force. So if the force has a bending component, stopping it with hand strength is not very doable, I don't think. Dang. Well, I should have set that up better and hit that harder. Cut off the front of this, but I wasn't really, you know, it pays to pay attention to your surface contours, because every once in a while you'll just be going along doing your thing and you address an issue and you're not looking at the big picture, and there's another issue. Like, all I had to do was set that come in a little bit, set that platform lower and cut all the way through and cut that hinge off, and I didn't do it. And it wasn't because it wasn't possible, it was just because I didn't. It's, what do they call them, senior moments? But really it's just because I'm talking and working. Okay, so this side is looking kind of good except for this one hump. That's sort of a problem, because I got to come in more to try and get a, say if there's like a concavity here, I can't just shoot that. Nothing to shoot over here. The only real chance is on that side, and it's kind of like a one chance sort of deal, so I'm waiting till I get in a little bit more on it. It's a lot lighter, a lot thinner than it was, but still got some issues. Now, one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do, since I'm just completely doing weird crap on this, I've got a hinge there that's undercut a little, hinge there that's undercut a little, hinge there that's undercut a little bit, so I can grab onto all those. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pick off as much as I can of them. And you're like, well, won't that leave ugly marks? Yes, it will. But the goal is not to pick them off to avoid flaking over them and fixing the issue. Pop that one off, and it came all the way through and feathered over there because I'm lifting away from it. You just push in hard and lift away. That way it doesn't divot that much, but there's still a little bubble percussion there, but it isn't even as low as the hinge over there. So what I'm really trying to do, I'm creating the risk that if I don't run flakes across this, that it's going to be ugly, and I'll need to put the point in the bottom of the garbage can, not in at the top where the garbage man might see it. But, you see all those little things? Yeah, those are ugly. But, at the same time, see, I ran that one intentionally. I pushed forward a little more, ran it all the way down to there because there was a high spot there, so sort of addressing that too. I'm going to try and grab that right there and try and eliminate that high spot by pushing on a hinge. And it worked like a charm and took off all of that high spot, which makes it much safer now for me to address the remaining amount. Okay, so, and in actuality, that doesn't look hugely bad. I mean, it's definitely not my usual quality of work, but this high spot right here, if I just address this edge stuff, it would be okay. It wouldn't be great, but it would be okay. All right, so now I've got one more right along here I can run right up that little ridge and see what happens. I went halfway and hinged out. I'll try it again. Ran another 1/16 of an inch and hinged out. I'll try again. Ran that one all the way over there, about another 1/2 inch. They say, well, you sure are messing up the way your point looks. I say, yeah, but I'm not finished. Not finished. It'll be okay, it'll be okay. Like, what the heck are you doing now? Grinding off the micro deltas. Say, what? Grinding off the micro deltas. I know, they're not micro, but still. All right. Why are you doing that? I don't know. Old boys probably did it. Time is it? Okay, right back.